This is a Google spreadsheet I created for Facebook Marketplace. It's going to help you manage your listings, calculate your profits on your orders, and I'm going to actually break it down and show you how it works. First, let me just give you a quick overview. We have the listing section, we have supplier costs, we have Facebook repricing, we have initial profit, and then we have total profit on this first sheet. Okay, but there's also an order sheet where you're going to enter all of your orders data. You have the Facebook order, supplier order, and again, initial profit, cashback, total profit. All right, but I'm actually going to take you through the process of adding products and show you how this works. So let's say, for instance, this was your listing, right? And you were selling this product from Facebook. Well, every listing has a URL, as you can see, and this is the listing ID. And this is really important as having an actual ID number that identifies that particular listing. And then it's also a good idea to copy the actual link, so this way you can easily get back to the listing whenever you want to. All right, now the date that it was listed, of course, is also important to know when you actually listed that particular product. So you'd want to put the date that the product is listed. Okay, then we'd also want to get the actual title and put that in here as well, right? Okay, so good idea to get all of that listing information here to find and identify the listing. Now the next section is the supplier, product, and cost section. And in this section, this is where we're going to keep our supplier information. Now, this product comes from Walmart Mainstays, right? You compare the products, we realize they're the same product, okay? And I'm going to paste that product link so I can easily get back to the product whenever I want to. And then for the calculation, the number of units that you're purchasing of the product for this order, and that's 1. All right, and then $27.88 would be the unit price, right? Now this is mostly ideal if you're drop shipping, so that you can calculate the exact cost from the supplier. So you would also put shipping. Well, actually, I think there is shipping, unless maybe you have Walmart Plus. Okay, if you have Walmart Plus, you would have free shipping on this, right? So you can actually put 0 if you have Walmart Plus. Okay, now for drop shipping, you don't usually know what the tax is going to be for that product, and so you would put the actual like an average tax of 10% or 8% or whatever you want to put. If you already purchased the item and you already have the item, well, then you don't really need to calculate so many different things, right? Like you would just need to put maybe the unit and the unit price, just the unit price really, but you have to put 1 here so it can multiply, and you would have the total cost of the item, right? That way, right? So, but of course, again, if you're drop shipping, you need to account for the unknown tax potentially, right? Okay, so you get the total cost for this product. I'm going to use 10% for tax. And then what this actually does, and I need to reverse these, is it actually calculates the break-even immediately, right? However, the break-even is not correct until you account for the actual Facebook fee. So once you put in the 5% Facebook fee, all right, then it will account for the fee, and now it's telling you that the break-even is actually $32.28. Okay, so that's the break-even. Now for the desired ROI, well, how much do you want to make? Let's say you want to make a 50% ROI. Well, that would be $48.42. That's what you would need to charge to get 50% ROI. All right, so this is a little different from what I've seen on many other Excel sheets, is that they don't usually have this, right? A repricing by ROI built in. So this is almost like having software. Usually you need a software to do this, but you can actually do this with this formula just by typing this into Google Sheets, right? Then you have the price. Okay, once you take the total sale for, once you calculate this, you can, for Facebook, kind of like round it up or down, right? You might make it say $49. If you want to charge shipping, you could charge shipping. That would be $54. I'll add the numbers together, okay? If you don't want to charge shipping, you can leave it blank, or you can put 0, right? And basically, that calculates the total sale price of what you're selling it for, and then the profit is immediately calculated. The fee is calculated for you automatically, 5% of this. The payout, which is simply taking the total sale, subtracting the fee, and this is what Facebook is going to pay you. And then the profit, simply taking the payout and actually subtracting the cost of the product from the payout to tell you what you actually netted in profit. Okay, and then the ROI, the return on investment, which is simply, of course, the profit compared to the cost, right? So you see you get a 52% ROI. All right, now if you're getting cash back, even better, you can put numbers in here. So for instance, if you're getting 2% cash back, right, for instance, what it does is simply, and I'll just put 10%, actually a larger number. What it does is it actually takes this and multiplies it by the unit price, because cashback sites, they use the unit price to give you cashback. Okay, they don't go by cost, they go by this, the price of the item, okay, and the number of units that you purchase. Okay, so that's how that works. And so it will calculate for you the cashback from the site. If you're using a cashback card, it does the same thing. You put in that percentage, it will automatically calculate for you the cashback based on the total cost of the product, because when you use a cashback card, it's the total charge, right, that gets charged. Okay, then we have other, okay, any other cashback that you might be receiving. If you're receiving any other cashback, you could put a number here. All right, and you would just put that number and it would add in, right? And of course it calculates a new total profit by adding the cashback with the initial profit, and the total ROI, the actual ROI when you include the cashback. And it's good to have these separated, because what happens is that cashback is not immediate, right? Usually you're getting it 90 days later, 30 days later, if you use a certain cashback program, but they give you checks, right? It might be 30 days later. All right, so you're not getting it immediately, so this is separate from your initial profit. The initial profit is what you're getting right away, the profit you're making right away before the cashback. Okay, this is total when you include the cashback later. So now what I just do want to mention again, the power of the Facebook repricing section is that you can actually, if your product is not selling, you can keep recalculating a new ROI, or put in a new desired ROI, and it will recalculate a new price for you, and then you can change the price according to ROI instead of just kind of changing prices randomly, right? And then you can just bring the price down to the sale that you want. Okay, so that's how you would use this to run your repricing. Okay, so it's manual. You have to go reprice it on Facebook, but the fact that you can calculate it right away. Now the order sheet, it's very straightforward. It's pretty much, just putting in the orders data, right? When you get an order, you copy and paste the order number. They have a copy selection button. You can put a status. I left this as a column that you can put a status like shipped, process, the date, the ship by date, when you need to ship it by. They don't give you the listing ID in the order, but you can find your own listing ID or your link and put it in there as well. The quantity, the total sale, the fee that you paid, they give you all this in the Facebook order. So you're just going to put that stuff in, and then it's going to calculate for you the payout just by subtracting the fee from the sale, basically. And then especially if you're drop shipping, you need to do the supplier order that goes with that product, and so you would do that as well, right? And you would put in the date, the supplier, the account, the link, the quantity, okay, the subtotal, the tax, the shipping, everything to get the total cost, right? And then it just, like I showed on the first page, it just calculates the initial profit, ROI, and then it does the cashback thing with the total profit and tells you your total ROI. So it's really the same idea, except this is your actual real profit. Okay, this is actually what you're going to receive in profit on a real order. Okay, where this is estimating for you ahead of time, so you can have an idea of what you're going to make. So this in of itself, I believe, is quite a complete system for you to get started in Google Sheets, just doing everything from Google Sheets. So if you want, I have a link in the description of this video, and all that's really required is that you're going to subscribe to my email list, which is actually good for you, because what happens is I add updates to things, and when I update this, what I'm going to do is send you then a new link with something updated, and then you can have that updated version. Now when you get this Google Sheet, it's not going to be, you won't be able to edit it right away, because everyone's opening the same copy. It has to be protected, right? So what you have to do is go to File, Make a Copy, all right, and you will create your own copy, and this copy you will be able to edit, okay? And what I distribute to you will probably be blank. I'll take these out, so these won't be in here. You'll have a nice blank sheet, to work with. And so that's how that's going to work. And what else did I want to say? So basically, I guess that's basically it, right? So you want to subscribe. Also, make sure to check for any other information I have in the description of this video. I should have my contact information there. Maybe something else. I do plan to also make a complete Excel system that's going to do actually even way more than this, but that has to be done in actual Excel, all right, not in Google Sheets. Okay, Google Sheets is good. You can run your business here, but there's certain more things, more powerful things that I can do with Excel that can be done in Excel, and I'll have a system eventually together for that as well. So if you're watching this in the future, I might already have that system. It might already be on the channel. So I just did want to mention that system here in this video. So that is basically it. If you have any comments, you have any suggestions, or if you have any questions, you just let me know. You can let me know right here in the video. You can email me, Facebook, or whatever, any other contact information that I might have provided. I'm Mr. Mark. This is Excel for Facebook Marketplace, and I hope to see you in on another video.